What a wise wife should do when she feels rejected by his family. One of the loneliest feelings in marriage is being loved by your husband, but still feeling rejected by his family. Many wives have faced this pain silently. You entered the marriage with love. You came with respect. You came with hope. You wanted peace. You wanted connection. You wanted to build family. But instead of acceptance, you felt resistance. Instead of warmth, you felt distance. Instead of being embraced, you felt watched, judged, criticized, or treated like an outsider. This happens in many homes around the world, and it is more painful than many people admit. Because rejection from a husband's family does not always come loudly. Sometimes it is in the cold tone, the exclusion, the comparison, the subtle insult, the lack of support, the constant reminder that you do not fully belong. And after a while, a wife can begin to ask herself, what did I do wrong? Why am I never enough for them? Will I ever feel accepted? Why does my husband not fully see how this affects me? If this is your experience, your pain is real. But wisdom is needed. A wise wife must first understand this. Not every rejection must become your identity. Not every cold behavior deserves all your emotional energy. And not every battle must be fought directly. Sometimes the mistake wives make is this. They become so focused on winning over his family that they lose peace inside themselves and inside the marriage. Trying too hard, explaining too much, forcing connection, overperforming, over-sacrificing, overreacting. But peace does not always come from being accepted by everyone. Sometimes peace comes from knowing your place and protecting your dignity. To the wife, be respectful, but do not beg for belonging. Be kind, but do not erase yourself. Be open, but do not become foolish. Do not turn every act of rejection into a personal war. Instead, focus on these things. Build strength in your marriage. Communicate clearly with your husband. Protect the emotional atmosphere around your children. Refuse to become bitter. Refuse to become publicly disrespectful. Refuse to let repeated hurt make you lose your wisdom. To the husband, if your wife feels rejected by your family, do not dismiss it as overthinking. Do not force her to keep returning to environments that constantly wound her. Do not keep telling her to just ignore it while doing nothing. Listen, observe, take responsibility, support her emotionally, make your home the place where she feels secure, even if the outside environment is difficult. And if children are involved, this matters even more. A child should not grow up constantly seeing their mother tolerated, but not respected. A child should not be placed in the middle of invisible family hostility. A child should not feel that one side of the family carries emotional tension every time they are around. Wise parents protect children from becoming emotional casualties of adult pride and unresolved family politics. A wife may not be able to control how in-laws feel, but she can control how much power their rejection has over her peace, her dignity, and her role inside her own home. And a husband may not be able to change every family member overnight, but he can control whether his wife is left alone with that pain. Marriage is strongest when husband and wife stop trying to please everyone and start protecting what God gave them together. So to every wife feeling rejected, do not let rejection make you small. Do not let it make you bitter. Do not let it make you lose your self-respect. And to every husband, do not ignore the emotional cost of what your wife is carrying. A woman who feels unsupported in that pain will eventually stop feeling at home, even inside the marriage. Marriage Compass 101, Guiding Love with Wisdom. Watch the next episode on how to stop in-laws from becoming decision makers in your home.